God, guys. Okay. What am I getting myself into? I'm not. Guys, okay, let's kill that real quick. Okay. Okay, this game. So, I've had a few requests of people asking me to play this game. And I really don't see a point in it. But hey, whatever. If it makes you guys happy, I'm down. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and get this started. Okay, so I had to basically sign a waiver on this game where you click the little thing that says, yes, I'm okay with disturbing imagery, blah, 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 and all these trigger warnings and whatnot. That's fine. Okay, so here's my disclaimer for you guys. I like anime, sure. I appreciate it. I'm not real big on anime fanhood, just because I'm not a fanhood person. There's a lot of things that I like doing and watching and everything like that, but I just don't like talking to people about it, because then that tends to start arguments. Hey, Stacy's back there. Say hi, Stacy. She's slowly crawling away. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, guys. Doki Doki Literature Club. Please enter a name. What's my name be? Screw it. How's my audio? Cool. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. Wow, I know a few people like that. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Well, if you were good friends, and, anyway, okay, whatever. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself... What? The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Not much of a good friend, are you? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Should I do voices? Should I do voices for these characters? I don't know what kind of voice I should give this one. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that like you weren't thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, Lee! I should not have given him my name. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh, but she's so cute. Look at her. Aww. She's so cute. How could you not love that face? Just so you guys know, Stacy is Sayori. She's so cute and kind of weird, but I love her for that. Ow! Stacy just threw candy at me. Anyway. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Say Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Y'all, this is like... I'm wanting to shoot myself. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Stop throwing candy at me! It's a waste of good chocolate! By the way, Lee, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Oh, wait, no, that's me. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's me. That's, yeah. No. Fuck your clubs. Yeah. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. One of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, that's me. Kind of cringe on that one, but yeah, that's me. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average. Wow, that makes no sense. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Games, yes. Anime, I love you guys. I do this for you because you want to make me suffer, I guess. I don't know, whatever. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? So now she's Canadian. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a... What is a NEET? A NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? N-E-E-T. What is that? Whatever. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worried about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I feel so dumb doing this voice. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? It's because I love you. Let's see here. Okay, anyway. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is an Sorry. God, I'm horrible at this. I cannot, talk for nothing. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Yeah, that was me in high school. Absolutely. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Like shillelaghs? I can do that. Fight Club! Yes! I'm gonna join Fight Club! Oh, damn it. Yeah, Stacy says I'm not allowed to talk about that, so anyway. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. If I did join Fight Club, I wouldn't be able to tell her about it. So then she'd, like, make me join another club. Yeah, no furries. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you might come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Ah, Minnie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. What's wrong with the Literature Club? I would be all about Literature Club. Do I? What is a neat? Look it up. Find out. I want to know what a neat is. Okay, fine. Don't worry. You're the one who's going around telling me what slaps and what doesn't. Okay? I know nothing about that. Anyway. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're talking about how the tacos slap. But yet you're sitting there saying that you don't know what the kids say these days. I swear. It's getting harder and harder to be a curmudgeon every day. Anyway, so Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I could see that. Me now, I could see that. Me in high school would want nothing to do with that. Ask my high school friends, they'll tell you. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be... Still can't talk. My interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I swear I can talk. I swear on everything that I hold dear that I have the ability to speak. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Once again, I'd rather go to the literature club than anime club, but, you know, whatever. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of want to touch your penis. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's a lesson, kids. That's a lesson. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. You're too nice of a dude. Yes. You are far smarter than you give yourself credit for. And you are able to manipulate me into anything. That is absolutely true. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That sounds like me. That absolutely sounds like me. I would sell my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. What year is this guy? I don't know. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Crap, what voice do I give her? She seems kind of shy and like... I know what voice to give her. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, I'm done doing like the weird voices. I'm not gonna do weird voices. Ah, Lee, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Wow, this guy is exactly like me in high school. Oh my god. This is horrifyingly looking into a mirror of me when I was like 17. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Except for the one in the middle. The one in the middle, she's like way young. Like really young. As in Jared would hit on her young. Yeah, okay. What? Funny, she's the one who speaks up. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Yeah. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. I don't think Sayori could say anything quietly. I don't think it's in her ability. That's not you. That's not you at all. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? You have to say the name Monica that way. It has to come out that way. Monica. And you have to make that face also. Yeah, right? Stacy says that she loves the fact that they're using traditional Japanese names like Monica. Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Lee. That was a cute little pop. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I probably would have wanted to punch her in the face. Basically, completely out of my league. Because that's what you want in life. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lee. We made room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. You know, with that voice, I'm picturing Natsuki, like, with the cigar sticking out of her mouth and everything. Just, kind of like oh, there we go. Or, like, if she, like, Jonathan Rhys Davies, you know. Shall I fetch you a box? Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? That would actually, I was able to get right through there, okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Get a roar. She's not paying attention now. Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little kitty cats. Aww. That's so cute! Little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you, or anything. That was weird. Okay. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. That. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You, dummy. Alright. Just calm your tits. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, we just had dinner, and starting to feel a little gassy from it. Yeah. I'm about to wreck this thing. I know, right? Oh God, why do I keep doing it? Okay. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and... Yeah, I don't either. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was forced to come here by my friend who kidnapped me. I wanted to go to the anime club for whatever friggin' reason this dumbass character wanted to go, but I got drugged here instead. Yeah, I came for the cupcakes. The cupcakes, that's what it was. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Kind of like how the player, me, was dragged here by my viewers, you. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Okay, guys. Oh my god. This is just droning on forever. And I'm so sorry that you're... How do I make this entertaining? Not what I had in mind, but you know what? Fine. I'll do this as Vegeta. There we go. Lee is now going to be voiced by Vegeta from here on out. No, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. Do what? Yes. Vegeta is not happy with this game! It's okay, Vegeta, neither am I. But that's okay. We're going to push forward. Let's go. Because I love my viewers who force me to do horrible, horrible games that I hate. I'd much rather be taking something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Kind of like a dating simulator game. Holy crap, I just now realized that there's a whole lot of comments that I just totally missed. Justin, what's up, brother? Yeah, she wants to be. Give her the tentacle. Yeah, we don't talk about Fight Club ever. Creep level 9,000. Dude, Justin, what is your issue, man? Seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Right? Okay. But it makes skill events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. What's up, Caleb? How's it going, brother? Jennifer, sorry I didn't see you before, but, you know, I see that you're there now. Okay. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Okay, great. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Lee, what kind of things do you like to read? Porn. Porn and horror. So, hentai? I guess? Well, oh, sorry, wrong voice. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. So you like Lord of the Rings? Yeah, we'll go with that. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I feel like I should be insulted by that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not even. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Horror. Horror. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, horror. I get that. Ah, I read a horror book once. Ha! A few times. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. Yeah, I minimally relate to horror. Sure, we'll go with that. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. You're about as intelligent as one. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I can't help but feel like that this is a little bit of foreshadowing. I'm hoping that this is a little bit of foreshadowing. Because I love you, my viewers, who are abusive and hate me and force me to play games that I don't want to play.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. Just do the roar.
Caleb, I know you don't hate me. You're not one of the ones that asked me to do this game. We'll go with game.
And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute, as you are.
Except for your voice, apparently. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Hey, it's starting to get good now.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. You put yourself in the spotlight, and guess what? The spotlight's gonna pour on you. I guess it's the same for Yori.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
That's the sound of everyone doing that together. Because as we all know, when you're doing anime, you have to make noises every time that there's some kind of emotional thing. You can't just portray the emotion through facial structure or through acting. There has to be some kind of stupid sound that people make. Anyway, Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Monica?
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. This better get good real quick. Isn't that right, Lee? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh?
What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by for friggin' cupcakes, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh God, look at those faces. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Hey.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Damn, really? Is that all it takes? That's all it takes. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is definitely me when I was 17. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. You fucking pussy. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lee, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yori and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Lee, since we're already here, do you want to walk home?
Oh, shit, that's the wrong character.
Hey, Lee, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Yeah, suddenly Sayori sounds like Natsuki. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yori, and of course,
Monica.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Why is there only 3 of them? I thought there were 4. Whatever. Okay. Happiness, suicide, alone, vivacious, misfortune, meager, feather, games, death, shiny, death. Yeah, let's start with death. What the hell? Okay. Question, after image, flower, valentine, hope, dazzle, bubbles, marriage, shame, or promise. I don't know. What do you guys think? What? Bubbles? Should I do bubbles? Fine. Bubbles. Disown, laugh, pout, empty, party, jumpy, special, waterfall, variance, jump. I think empty. We'll do empty. Okay. Heart, covet, intellectual, ribbon, melancholy, unrestrained, candy, pure, entropy, smile. We'll do melancholy. There we go. Hey, finally. What? Candy? I'm not doing candy. Disaster, portrait, chocolate, incapable, cage, spinning, nature, skipping, charm, vibrant. I'm just gonna like start going through here and just picking words because like I don't know. It's gonna take forever if I just keep doing it the way that I'm doing it. Whistle. Unending. There we go. see here. Giggle. Wrath. There we go. I like wrath. Effulgent. Atone. Alright, last word. Alright, honey, I'll let you pick the last word. Sugar, graveyard, infinite, anger, whisper, melody, warm, romance, play, or imagination. Sugar! Do, 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 do. Do. Hi again, Lee. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lee. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year.
Any club this year.
And last year, too.
I don't know. Oh,
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I need to start reading this before I speak. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh! Burn! Face, bitch! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mangaka? Alright.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Lee always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
He helps me with busy work without even asking.
Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you always set your house on and you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Lee can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Shut the fuck up!
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yori even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. Well, what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yori. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Great. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Once again, I feel like I should be insulted by that. We could, discuss it if you wanted. I'm starting to get the feeling that this Yuri girl really likes my character. least he's not paying attention now. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Can I get some water? I'm going to take this break to also reiterate how much I love my viewers. Even when you make me do this stuff. Alright, so. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you could read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. See, this is the point that you would normally make an anime noise, but I'm not going to do that. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies? Oh, wait, that's me. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Yeah, I know, right? Woo! There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. She wants the D. She wants the lady. Stacey wasn't too happy about that joke. I'll definitely start reading it really soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Never heard of it. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. This is a pretty deep book synopsis here. I mean, no matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Dude, that is like, you can't tell me that that's not foreshadowing. That's foreshadowing. That's kind of, That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lee? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, with their own philosophy that they believe in. I can't help but wonder how much of this is foreshadowing. Then suddenly, you thought you related to the protagonist. No, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. She is evil! She is evil! Evil! I don't trust her. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to others. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. Okay. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. It's what this game is. Talking too much. The simulator. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What do you say? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Yeah, I know. No, you didn't miss anything important. So far, all I'm getting is that Yuri apparently has a crush on me, and we're in a literature club, and she just gave me a book, and this book is incredibly detailed in its synopsis. And it sounds like the kind of book that me personally, would actually really enjoy reading. I'd like to read that book. Instead, I'm stuck here, playing this game for my viewers that I love. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Am I a distraction? What? Yes, I'm a distraction. Apparently I'm a distraction. Whatever. Anyway, I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Play the goose game? You hate that game. What are you talking about? But it's what? Yeah, it is funny. Now you want me to get the goose game. Yeah, apparently. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like I'm reading a porno now. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Yeah. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Oh. I really want to shoot myself in the face now. Thank you. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the best I could do. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Lee, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Oh my God, it's like a conversation simulator with the worst conversation ever. I guess I more meant it that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Sorry, kicking the microphone now. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. About time Sayori got back here. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their own bags. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's see here. I could show it to Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica. Well, let's just go with the good old standby. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Sayori. This is a good poem, Lee. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Because me as a high school student, I wouldn't have. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Stacy's being weird. Stacy's doing the one of us chant. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lee. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Not really. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Time to get the dipstick in the oil, huh? Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure... And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Sorry about that, guys. apparently Facebook does not want me to stream for very long after an hour. So you missed half the poem. But if you need to, you could go back and read. Basically, she wrote about how the sun wakes her up, and at the very end, it had a cute little line where it's like, hey, I want breakfast. And so, you know, my character asks, you know, did you write this in the morning? And, you know, she's like, no. Yes? A little bit? But yeah, okay. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Thank you, dear. Y'all, I'm waiting. I'm seriously waiting until what's supposed to be the creepy part. Oh, dude, it better be good. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It's an internet conspiracy. Stacy says that it's an internet conspiracy, that it's a creepypasta, that this has any creepiness at all.
That's how they trick you into playing this game.
Sure. I mean, it didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Y'all better get used to the fact that I'm vaping, because if I'm going to keep playing this, then, you know, yeah, rhyming it, y'all. Oh. Anyway, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. That's what she says. She says, I made eggs and toast. It's because I don't do anime voices. I do cartoon character voices. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was way so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I look forward to it. Crap, who do I go to next? Huh? Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. Let's just go in order. Natsuki. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do her voice this whole thing.
Me. That's about what I expected from someone like you.
It's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. You the roar. Not like I said it was bad. I don't like peanut butter. It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That's actually pretty deep. I'm not going to play the Goose King yet. That's actually pretty deep, though, if you really think about it. Animals can do all these things, but people can only try, and that's about it. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, anyway.
Yeah. told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I actually kind of do.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
I can agree with that.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old she is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's go with Yuri. Yuri. What? Oh, the swiping? Yeah. There's the creepy. There's the spoopy. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and I learn by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem? Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. Oh, damn it. Okay. Crap. Okay, hang on. Let's change this over here. Transition. Is that better? Well, once it actually gets there. Yeah, I know, right? Is that better? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be weird. All right. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, on with the story. On with the most boring friggin' game I've ever played in my entire life. Dear God in heaven, this is a slog to get through. Yeah. Yuri. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. That's cursive, for people who don't know. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lee. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Oh God, she's gonna go on about this. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. You are so fucking dramatic. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Lee. Me too. That's getting kind of creepy. Maybe that's the creepy factor. I'm gonna get a stalker out of this, aren't I? Great. Stalker time! Hi, Lee. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Agreed. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I know, right? Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story The Tale of Too Boring to Exist. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Well, okay. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lee. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Lee. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Sure. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation... sorry, that's me. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I think she's giving me hints on how to go forward. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, but I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Oh my god, this is such a slog. Oh, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I'm gonna go kind of deep on this one, okay? I'm thinking that someone's breaking the fourth wall. It's almost like she looked into something and saw something that she was not supposed to see. And on the other side, she sees the player. I'm thinking she's breaking fourth wall here. Yeah, I know, right? So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, dude. Yeah. She's broken the fourth wall somehow. Yeah. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with I can't talk again. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's good advice. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's actually good advice for anyone who's being creative. You know, just gotta move the microphone for a minute. Yeah. I think in class we call them vomit sheets. Yeah. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting.
Monica.
My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something?
It's clearly about the... sorry.
It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lee did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh! Anime girl fight! Anime girl fight! And Lee liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lee appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh,
Is everyone okay?
well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lee started showing up.
Okay. Oh, this is getting good now. Yeah. Let's keep going. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Oh, that's both of them together.
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lee, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump off at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
I disagree.
Help me explain that to her, Lee.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lee? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's gonna be, let's see here, Natsuki, or Yuri, or help me, Sayori. You know what? Screw it. Get me out of this. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any word I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Right, exactly. Get him.
Lee? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me?
Wait. I did not mean to put this on Sayori.
Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri,
You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because.
Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were.
Talking about the girl's boobs. Okay.
Big and beautiful.
Yeah, we found you, honey. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. I don't like how she said that. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Aw. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh my god, this is going on forever. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Lee, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems in the one-liners. With any luck, that means I could at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Lee, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you getting along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Someone's being a little horn dog. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, God. Okay, guys. I'm going to get through this poem, and then I'm going to kill this. I'll come back to it later, because right now, I don't think I can take it any more of this kawaii garbage. It's driving me up a damn wall. This is supposed to be a horror channel, okay? And it's... slog to get through. Somebody please tell me that this is... it gets better. Please tell me it gets better. Anyway, I'm gonna get through this poem section, and then after that, I'm gonna call it quits on this one. Alright? Aura, philosophy. Oh, shit, I like that. Tragedy. That was surprising. Extraordinary. Effulgent. Suicide. Okay. Landscape. That was weird. Graveyard. Parfait. Okay. Variance. Insight. Whistle. Doki Doki. Infallible. Intellectual. Uncanny. Okay, apparently I know exactly who I'm writing for right now. Clouds. Chocolate. Heaven sent. Okay, guys. I'm done for now. I can't take any more of this. I really cannot take any more of this. I'll come back to it another time. Right now, I'm just I want to shoot something. I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna find something else to play, and I'm going to shoot something in the game. I can't help but feel like that this is just a little too... I'm waiting. I've heard a lot of people tell me that this is like it gets better as time goes, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know how much more I could take. Once again, I'll come back to it, and hopefully things start to pick up. But as of right now, I'm just like ready to. No more, please. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, I'm sorry. But this is a video that you guys said I should do. I should play this game. And, you know, okay. But yeah, thanks, guys. And, yeah, we'll see you around.